así arranca la primera parte de este programa, así arranca el Es Esto, la fábrica del día, de la fecha. Hoy nos vamos para Alemania, pero antes déjame contarte que estamos en una parte del programa en donde repensamos, redefinimos, reanalizamos todo lo que tiene que ver con la industria de la música, una actividad que hace un par de añitos nada más precisaba de barcos y aviones de container que distribuyan de un lado al otro de cualquier parte del planeta todo lo que tenga que ver con el mundo del arte, no solo en discos, en vinilos, sino también en todo lo que tiene que ver, no sé, vestuarios de teatro, filminas de cine. Todo eso ha cambiado en los últimos años y vos sabés por qué lo digo. Y para hablar de todos esos cambios, revoluciones, marchas para un lado, para el otro, es que nos nutrimos de diferentes diálogos y hoy nos vamos para Alemania para hablar con los amigos de AUA. Recién escuchábamos Brick Break, un flash, realmente es una cosa hermosa, increíble. Y estamos en comunicación con ellos. Hello, how are you? Are you listening me good? Here, Manu, Raúl.
Hola, hello.
Wow.
Thanks for having me.
No,
Gracias por la invitación, I guess, yeah. No hablo muy bien, pero... Sí.
Mandale vos, Raúl, mandale vos. Explicale que yo tampoco hablo.
We don't speak very well, so it's no problem. No problem.
Okay, perfect. Thanks for having us.
No, of course. We really like your music. I think that you have a special atmosphere. So we want to introduce you to our listeners. We are going to start with the interview. We're live. Please tell us your full name, where are you from, and how old are you?
I am Henrik Eichmann. Henrik from Wiesbaden, Germany, and I'm 37 years old.
Okay, bueno, estamos hablando con Henrik, que tiene 37 años y es de Alemania. I'm going to make a little translation for the Spanish listeners.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and can you tell us which is your first memory of you listening to music?
Ooh, wow. Yeah, this would be the music that was listened by my parents, I guess, not by myself. There's one song I don't really remember, but my parents used to play "Wonderful Life" from Black, which is kind of like a cheesy 80s song. And my mother used to get us to sleep, me and my sister. So every time I hear the song, it feels like a very familiar song, but it doesn't really connect to our music. So I think the first groups of bands which I was introduced was more like from rock genres like Led Zeppelin and Rolling Stones, stuff like this. My father used to play a lot, but also David Bowie, Nick Cave. These were some artists which I grew up with. Yeah.
Yes.
Es el momento, Raúl.
Manu.
No, contale que nosotros pasamos Krautrock a la madrugada y si tuvo ese tipo de influencias.
Sí, we play Krautrock from midnight to 8 a.m. every day in our radio. Sí, and do you have that influences in your life, the Krautrock scene?
Not that big. We were, when we started making music, Fabian and me, as AUA, we were not planning on sounding like krautrock. It just happened. I think we were drawn to these motoric beats somehow and wanted to do that, but not as like to copy former artists. I mean, I enjoy listening to Can and other krautrock bands, but it's not like the biggest influence, I guess. There would be other influences like, I don't know, Beak, Broadcast, Autolux, not very krautrockish.
And what do you think?
Pero sonaba en su casa o yo quiero saber si el krautrock es conocido en Alemania o no. Eso quiero saber.
Totalmente de acuerdo. We really want to know. You know, Manu now is in Buenos Aires. I'm living in Catalonia now in Spain, and we really want to know if the krautrock music is big in Germany or is like more underground stuff.
I think it's more underground. Right now, I think everyone is really into even German lyrics, like we call it Neue Deutsche Welle. There was Neue Deutsche Welle, now there's Neue Deutsche Welle. I feel like this is like really popular now. I think krautrock still has its niche and its fans, and but you don't experience a lot of new krautrock bands, I would say, right now. So.
And I want to know because you were listening to Led Zeppelin, Rolling Stones, and I listen a lot of music from United States, you know, and the motoric, the drive music is more like heavy metal or country. Why do you think that you say motoric beat? Why do you define that kind of music like that?
I mean, for me as a drummer, it's like kind of minimal beats, repeating, and I think you can get like what I like about it. You can get like in a tunnel, like you said with driving. It's you in a negative way. You could call it boring sometimes, but then you have these layers. You're layering up, and there's coming more and more, and you get like drowning into it. That's what I like about it most of the time. Yeah,
and it's not stoner. It's another kind of music.
Yeah, for me, stoner would be like a little more aggressive waves. That's how I would describe it, yeah.
Ahí está la diferencia, mano. Ahí está. Yo estaba medio perdido entre cuáles eran, porque las influencias eran muy parecidas, quizás Zeppelin y cosas oscuras, y el crowd rock va a algo no tan agresivo. Ahí está, perfecto. Thanks for the explanation. Perfect.
I don't know if it's perfectly right.
No, yes.
My explanation.
I can understand because I came from a background, listening to Pantera and that kind of things, and I don't know exactly which is the difference. Now you mention it. Perfect. And can you tell us which was your first instrument and what was the first song that you learned?
First instrument would be the guitar, because my father was always playing the guitar. But he didn't teach me, but at some moment I thought I have to pick up this instrument. I'm left-handed, just as Fabian is, and he was right-handed, so I had a kind of weird way to play it. But the guitar, I never had lessons or anything, so it's just self-taught. And I think the first book I had, because back then you didn't find many tabs online, was White Room was the first song. White Room by this Eric Clapton, right?
No, it's
help me.
I know the White Room. The song
Cream.
is something like that from the 60s.
Yeah, Cream band. Yeah, White Room, and I think after that it was a Beatles songbook. Yeah, that's how I started, and then the internet came along, and you could play any song because the tabs were out there. Yeah,
beautiful. And the drum?
The drumming just came. I think I started playing guitar when I was about 13, 14, and the drumming just began because we were like 3 or 4 guitar players in our band, and it was like, okay, we need a drummer and a bass player, and when I sat at the drums, I knew, okay, this is my instrument more than the guitar. I still like playing guitar, but drums is my main instrument.
Perfect. And how old were you when you get the...
I think 15, 16. Then I had lessons for maybe 2 years or 3 years. But most of the learning curve was just playing with people, having a good time, playing your own songs. Yeah.
And which was the first concert that you went?
The first concert I went, honestly, I can't remember the first concert. This is tough because my parents, I guess it would be a concert of my father's band. When I was really, really little. Yeah, he had also a band, like a classic rock band. But I can't remember my father taking me to other concerts. No, I really don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. No problem. And can you tell us how did AUA, I don't know how to pronounce it, AYA, the project begin, and why you put that name?
The process began a little bit before COVID hit us all. I think it was 2019 where we started. We were just exchanging ideas because Fabian, my bandmate, he lives in Leipzig, so we don't get to meet very often, and we found a way to just exchange ideas. So we were sending them to each other and said, okay, maybe you try laying a beat on this thing, or try, sometimes we really made like tasks, difficult tasks. You are only allowed to play the guitar without an amp or something like this, an electric guitar. This is how it started, and then we felt, okay, there's more to it, we have to meet up, so we meet up like in the half of Germany in a small cabin where we recorded the first album. And the name, I think it was just the first thing that came to our mind. In German, it means, I don't know what's in Spanish, like ouch, when you get hit or when something hurts, you say aua. Yeah, and that.
Una onomatopeya, decimos acá.
Sí. Onomatopeya.
Yeah, and then we just stuck with it and thought, all right, it's short, you can remember it, it's good.
Yeah. Nice, beautiful. Bueno, no.
In Spanish,
sí.
In Spanish, that kind of words are onomatopeyas.
Onomatopeyas.
Exactly, sí.
Okay. Onomatopeyas.
Like
good to know.
Group,
when we go to Spain,
the group of AUA, ouch, crash. The group of that kind of word, it's called onomatopeyas.
Onomatopeya, sí.
Onomatopeyas. Okay, I have to remember that. Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
Excellent.
So, and in 2020, you released your debut album, I Don't Want It Darker. How was the recording process of that first album?
Yes, as I said, we had this cabin in the woods. It's near Cologne. So we just packed all our stuff in a car and we went there. It's a really small cabin, just one room and a small kitchen. But it's quite nice. It's, in the nature, there's a sauna and a little pool, but that's about it. So we just were in this wooden cabin, had lots of coffee and lots of improvisation, recorded everything by ourselves. So we didn't know what would turn out in the end. But it felt quite good and we just did it all by ourselves. And on the debut album there were no vocals in the beginning, so it was just the instrumentals we laid down, and a few months later we started trying out some vocal melodies, and then it all came together and we felt like, okay, we have to put it out and we want to play live. And I mean, then COVID came, as I said, so it was kind of difficult, but then we just did the second album, so I guess it was fine for us.
Perfect. And in November of 2024, you released your last album, Painkiller Number. You changed many things in the recording process. You went to another place. How was that?
Yes, we changed it a little bit. We went to the same place at the first hand because it's just there's some kind of magic to us, I guess. When we come back there, it just feels really, really good. And there's a spark, I don't know, but we changed something. We recorded everything over there, just some additional drums and stuff. We went to a studio in Leipzig to Magnus Wichmann, so it was the first time working with a professional mixing engineer, sound engineer, and he did an awesome job. So he took these rough edges, and sometimes they're still rough because we wanted it to be rough, but it's much more polished than the first two albums where we were just by ourselves, and I think we did an okay job, but not as good as Magnus because it's his job and he's a professional, so I'm really thankful for that.
But how do you work the sounds? You fight about the sounds. I want this to sound like this, the audio. How do you get the audio of the band?
We just like to try out different things. So we have lots of effect pedals, and sometimes we just mangle the sound through those. Not only guitars, maybe it's guitar effect pedals, but we put the drums in there or vocals, and we just wanted it to sound a little bit different, not that polished, but we also always searching for new plugins or emulations of old tape recorders. We also had an old tape recorder. Fabian brought an old tape recorder. We recorded with this, and I think we like this old wobbly kind of sound. Yeah.
But for example, you have one sound in your head and you go for it, or you just work with the tools you have?
Sometimes. I think in the beginning when we start writing a song, the best thing that can happen to you is that the idea just comes to you. You don't have to search for it. So in the best case, I don't search for quite certain sounds, it just comes to me.
perfect.
But sometimes, yes, you are working on an existing song and you have something in mind and you think, oh, that's not quite right. It sounds too perfect or too nasty. And yeah, that's when the work comes in. Because yeah, the fun part is to just play the music, but the work is to find the sounds. And yeah, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Sometimes you throw the whole song away or something like this. It all happens. But yeah, at least there are two of us. So then it's again this interchange of ideas, and also sound-wise, yeah, we try to find it together then, and most of the time it works, I guess. Yeah.
No, yeah, of course. But I have this question because I'm a bass player. You know, for a bass player, it's simple to get the sound. I want that sound, and I always laugh about the guitar players or that they are fighting. No, this is the sound. That is the sound.
Yeah.
I don't know why they fight. Manu is a guitar player.
Yeah.
¿Por qué se pelea? Why do the guitar players fight for the sound? You know, it's, for me, it's something strange. And you say that you I want to ask this question to people from around the world, in case that we have all the same problem, you know, and I think that we have always the same problem in the bands. Manu, son los problemas que hay en la banda. Quiero saber si en todos lados está lo mismo, y parece que sí. For us, it's incredible to talk with people all around the world, and we as musicians have the same problem, you know. I like I love that. Sí.
Yo quiero, Raúl, que le preguntes si a la hora de componer es más un ejercicio matemático de decir hacemos 16 vueltas de esto, 16 vueltas de aquello,
sí.
o si hay más improvisación y ver qué pasa.
Sí. And Manu wants to... No, in the we'll fight about this with Manu, because Manu wants to know is you make it like a math composition, like 4 of this, or you just play?
It depends. We have
for the composition. For the composition. See.
Yeah. It's different. Sometimes we have a song which is, most of the times when just one of us works on a song, it's more like this. Okay, I want to have this. I'm trying to lay it down, the verse, the chorus, and stuff like this. But when we're together, we are more improvising. There are ideas coming from everywhere, and so sometimes we stick this together. Sometimes we are really lucky, and there's almost a finished song in front of us, just lying around, and we take it, and it's there. And what I like more is when it's the easy way. You just have like the perfect sound on the first take, and everything feels right, and you just can hit record, and it's done. Most of the time it's harder, and then the process begins, and you have to try things out. And I just wanted to add to the sound question you just said, why the guitar player is like thinking to get the sound right and stuff like this. I think everyone has the same problem, because there are endless possibilities to tweak the sound, and what I like is to limit those possibilities to because oftentimes the first take or the first sound, maybe it sounds shitty because you just recorded it in the rehearsal room with one microphone, but most of the times it has the right vibe or sound to it. I remember lots of times we were trying different sounds, and again, let's try to play it with a synthesizer, or let's try to play it with a clarinet, or I don't know. And in the end, it was this initial first sound which had the emotion you wanted to feel, and stuff like this, you know?
Yeah. I think that is a punk attitude. It's like but it's incredible. Tenemos las mismas discusiones en todo el mundo, Manu. En las bandas es buenísimo, es buenísima. I like that. Can you tell us how do you produce your visual parts, the videos and the photo?
Yeah. So Fabian is a graphic designer, so he does all the artworks and stuff. I mean, the cover art is from an artist named Mihailo Kalabic, but Fabian does all all the articles, all the rest of the design, the posters, all our artworks, the social media. And so he also worked on some of the videos and the aesthetics they had. And I work as a videograph for German television, so I'm also kind of in this game. So I did. You guys played Brick Break right before I came up. So this video I made, or the new video for Allies, the last single from the album, I made, or we made together. So yeah, we do the videos also by ourselves.
Wow.
Yeah. We like to have it at our own hand, the control.
What did the people from the TV say that you play rock? No problem with that.
What do you mean?
In your work, you work as a video maker for the TV, no? What did they say about you playing rock?
They are coming to the concerts.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're cool with it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, that's beautiful. That because sometimes they, in my case, people in my shop they didn't like heavy metal, you know, and don't
Really?
put that kind of
okay.
things. Sorry for that. Okay, and can you tell us what do you think about social medias and streaming services?
Oh, yeah, it's a tough. I mean, you have to do it. Everyone says you have to do it. You have to be on social media, and I mean, it's stressful, and I think it gets more and more. You have to make more and more. You have to make more and more content. Yeah, but for other people, it's a chance to get known. I think there are people on TikTok and Instagram. They're just putting out music on this platform and are getting streams and listeners just through that medium. I mean, we are more a little bit old school. We want to play shows and sell vinyl, but I guess you just have to do it. And in a certain amount, I like it. I like to get onto social media and get to know where concerts are, or about new venues or people who are putting up shows. And I don't know, it's a great way to connect, but if you're forced to do it, or you have to have like 50 videos or 5 videos a week to hit that mark, yeah, that's just stressful and lots of work. And yeah, if you don't make music full time, it's
exactly.
Yeah.
And you don't have time. Exactly, you don't have time to play. Exactly, of course. Well, can you tell us something about the band's future plans? What are you going to do?
Yeah, right now we are writing new music as always, but yeah, our main thing is to work on a tour right now. September, October, so in fall. We have some concerts in April. In Germany, but September, October, we are putting together a tour right now. Yes, and besides that, just working on new music.
Wow, nice, beautiful. And when do you play? You get like on stage the lights and that kind of thing, so you don't matter about that. What do you mean? If we are thinking about the lights? Always. For example, I don't want to play on that stage because it's not good, or you play everywhere.
We try to play everywhere, but we are talking to the people, and most of the times they are nice people and they get the music and they get what we want with the lights and with the sound. Sometimes we have a sound engineer with us, so then it's more safe. But yeah, we like to play small venues, big venues. It's always about this adventure. Perfect. It's always something new, and we're open for everything, I guess. Yeah. Perfect.
Just to finish the interview, we really like to speak with you because we can learn some things and problems inside the band. We love that. Sorry for that, but we love that. And just to finish the interview, can you tell us? We are going to play "I Don't Want It Darker," the song. Can you tell what does the song means to you?
So it was like the first song for me, the first video we made out. It's the title track of the first record. We played, when we play live, we always play it as the last song. So I think it's a good pick for the end of the video. It's quite an emotional song, but I would like to keep this private, what is the meaning of the lyrics and stuff like this.
Nice, beautiful. Thanks for your time. We really appreciate to talk with you, and we keep in touch. Okay, we are going to send you some links after the when the live show ends. Thank you very much for your time, and we really like your music. It's a really
Thank
beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Batero Raúl, todo tuyo.
Bye bye.